Hi, Facebook Live, Trish, leadyourlifestyle.com, a life of freedom and choice. Just talking to you here from Pittsburgh Airport and just heading on out to Charlotte in North Carolina for Momentum Day. And it's a networking event where like-minded, motivated, high achievers come together, meet, mastermind and network to increase their chances of reaching and achieving their goals. And it's just going to be brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it, very excited. And I think as a result of getting out of your comfort zone, which has sort of been the theme for me this week, especially when it comes to doing presentations, which was an earlier Facebook Live that I did. The thing that I did today, which some of you might think is rather small and incidental, and that was driving an hour and 20 minutes from where I stay here in America to Pittsburgh Airport. And some of you might think, okay, well that's no big deal, but for me it's a huge deal. So driving on the opposite side of the road makes me incredibly nervous, and so for me to make that drive, it's totally getting out of my comfort zone. To get into that car and I've only arrived in the country just 4 days ago, and for me to hop in that car and make the trek along the interstate to get here was hugely daunting and overwhelming for me. But I did it, and I think that's the theme, or the thing that you can take away from this. It's more important to actually, if there is something that's sitting in your comfort zone and there is something that's outside of your comfort zone, what it is that you want generally sits outside that comfort zone, right? So I wanted to get to Momentum Day Charlotte. I wanted to be able to get access and get to the airport. Otherwise, I'd be paying $110, or no, it's more than that, it's $135 for a driver to get me here at the airport. However, instead of paying $135 one way, I've actually driven my car, which is the cost of gas, and I have paid for parking, which is about $52. And so it's a lot cheaper to be able to do that than to be hiring a driver. So for me to get here, and for me to get here efficiently and economically, I had to step outside of my comfort zone. And I think this is a huge lesson for us, because we just don't know sometimes our levels of risk. Some people are prepared to go that bit further outside of their comfort zone, some people are not. I think for me to, even though it sounds like something basic and something silly, for me to arrive in a country on my own and then to drive on the opposite side of the road and make that big trip is a huge thing for me. And it's been playing on my mind, honestly, for the last week. And I'm here safely. And so I've grown and developed as a result of me stepping outside of that comfort zone, getting what I really wanted, and getting here and achieving something. And now for me to do that trip again, it's going to be less daunting, less overwhelming, as I've pushed that comfort zone further out. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, the importance of everything that you want to achieve in life is always sitting outside of that comfort zone. And so you're just going to have to step up. Otherwise, for me, it would be quite easy to stay at home. It would be quite easy for me to say, no, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to get a driver, and it costs me twice, 3 times the amount. And I think, sadly, a lot of people do not take that risk and do not step outside that comfort zone, and they would rather stay within that comfort zone. So that's my very important share today. Anything that you want in life, you're going to have to reach, and you're going to have to go outside of that zone, because everything lies outside that comfort zone. That's my share. Trish, leadyourlifestyle.com, a life of freedom and choice. I'll check in with you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.